in the Garage Series, May the 7th, 2016. Um, Preacher's Kid sent me some new goodies from Jegs, namely a kit that I truly love. I spent a lot of time in my younger years going to exhaust shops like Meineke on Church Avenue, um, getting exhaust systems done from these guys, and they were afraid to bend pipes as big as 3 inches, and started seeing exhaust kits on online like this system here, and I said, well, I'm gonna give it a try. Mandrel bent pipes, aluminized mandrel bent pipes, all the hardware to line it up. Requires a double hump cross member. I've been using the G-Force cross member from the beginning. The Jegs cross member is a lot thinner, a lot easier to install, but it does not have slotted holes. At least it didn't in the beginning. It didn't have slotted holes in the cross member for minor adjustments. It only came with round holes. So if you put it in a frame, like I had my T-top car was a little tweaked, a little frame damage, it didn't fit. G-Force cross member, slotted holes, easy to maneuver around under the frame, even if the frame is a little slightly tweaked, works better. Plus it's got much more room for bigger pipes, but a little bit harder to install than the Jegs unit. But the exhaust system itself, excellent. Slip tube type pieces, they put together nice. It's designed for a 350 transmission, but if you want to use it with a 400, 200 transmission, you have to cut the pipe in the center. The head pipe from the muffler to the header must be cut in the center, shortened a little bit, and added a little bit towards the collector, and then it'll work with that transmission, because that cross member sits back a little bit further in the frame than the 350 does. And the way they design the front pipes, it curves in closer to where the cross member is. So if you're using anything else, you might have to modify them a bit. And I've done it. I've used them on my big block for years, and it's excellent still. So we're gonna go today, and we're gonna put some oil and plugs in this Oldsmobile project we're doing today. And we're gonna pull out this crappy exhaust system. Almost ready to go. Exhaust system was the last hang up. Whether or not I was going to take it out or not, but I think we're going to take it out. I don't know if I'm going to salvage it or not. We'll see. It's kind of chilly today. I might have to bring some heat in this tent, so I'm going to get busy. Out. Okay, the first part of the exhaust install is to hook up the G-Force cross member. And for those who are not acclimated with G-body GM cars, these cars don't come with double hump cross members. So I met a guy in Long Island named John who was making these out of his garage out there in the Hamptons, and this was a dream for me when I first found out about these, man, because it allowed you to put a true dual exhaust system on these cars, man, and stiffen up your chassis at the same time, because these are very thin frame, even though it's a full frame, it's thin frame. This is a Cutlass Supreme, and the difference between the Cutlass Supreme is why you're gonna see some exhaust. Like the Jegs system that I'm putting up says that their system won't fit a Cutlass Supreme, is because of that little that little middle bracket that's over there that I had to pull off. That bracket is it's a heat shield that's bolted to the passenger side floor, and what it does is keeps the catalytic converter heat from making the floor so hot on that side of the car. It hangs down about maybe about a half an inch, almost an inch maybe, and the cross member hoop on that side is very thick if you're going to use a G-force. The Jeg'sExhaust cross member is much thinner. It might not be a problem, even though they never said anything about it. They say the exhaust doesn't fit the Supreme, but I never read any literature that says that the cross member doesn't fit a Supreme. But I haven't had a chance to try one. But that heat shield on the Supreme needs to come off. All the other cars have the heat shield wrapped around the catalytic converter. Cutlass has it bolted to the floor, so that's got to come out before you attempt to put one of these cross members up into this car. So that's in, and now I'm about to put the Jeg system in, and starting with the collectors. Be back in a few. Okay, these are the collectors that Jeg'sExhaust gives you with their exhaust system. This is new. When I first bought one of these sets, it didn't have these aluminized type gaskets, and it didn't have this this really thick flange like this. Nice and looks like it's nice and straight. But it's a good upgrade. So it looks like they've been upgrading the system. And this is the hardware kit that comes with it as well. The bolts are inside. The rubber isolators, the hangers, and all the U-bolt clamps are inside. It's a complete system. You will be pleased. I heard that Torque Tech is going out of business, and at one point they were the system that these cross members were designed around. And I'm sorry to hear that they're going out of business, because they make some great systems, a lot more user friendly than a Jeg system. You can get them much bigger also, but I don't know. I haven't had a chance to check one. All right. I noticed they made a few changes in the exhaust system. The mufflers look different to me than the ones that, because I bought like 3 of these systems, and the first one was just the pipes. I didn't buy with the pipes. I substituted the Flowmasters 2-chamber 40s for them. But these mufflers look different than the ones that I originally used. I don't know. Maybe it's just time. I mean, maybe I just don't remember. But still good construction, good welds, good solid muffler, good shape. I'm gonna slap these in right now. Okay, decided that I'm gonna make an alteration to the exhaust system that I didn't do to prior systems. Once you put these clamps on, they pretty much make an indentation in the pipe, and what that does is, if you need to take these pipes apart, now you need a pipe puller, or you need a lot of elbow grease and some monkey wrenches to twist them loose, to get that little pinch out. So what I want to do is I'm going to invest in some lap band exhaust clamps, which will conform to both sides, inside and outside diameter, 2.5 pipes. And if I ever need to take the pipes apart, I could just remove the clamp and the pipes will slide apart. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna do this anymore to the exhaust system today. The mufflers are up. As you can see with the system, they tuck under very nice. And this is the section here. Oh, my battery's going dead. The section here, when because like, see this pipe here? This pipe bends really early. This one's a little bit further back, but that one bends really early. And if you have like a 400 cross member, 200 G body cross member, the cross member comes way back here. So there's pipes the bends in these pipes are not going to clear them. So what I did was to make them work with my other cross members is I cut it here and shorten it and then lengthened it at the collector, and that worked pretty good. And that system now is universal. Alright, the battery's about to go dead. I'm gonna get to doing some more motor work on this, hooking up the starter and stuff, and then we'll get to part 2 and exhaust later. Peace.